Hi, my name's Kim. I'm a Taoist practitioner and an East Asian medical provider. This year on the channel, I am going to spend a lot of time talking about some of the Taoist concepts from Wei Dan because this is a year of the wood snake. And that means this is a year of powerful spiritual growth and inner transformation. Speaking of Wei Dan, are you ready to align with your true self and unlock deeper growth in every area of your life? Join me on Saturday, April 5th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time as I dive into the powerful practice of Wei Dan and explore the energetics that will shape your spiritual journey over the next 10 months. This transformative seminar will help you identify and strengthen your weakest areas, both personally and professionally, gain clarity and confidence in navigating life's challenges, and deepen your relationships by understanding the energy flows that influence them. So if you're ready to take the next step in your spiritual growth, click on the link in the upper right-hand corner or in the video description below and join me. Your authentic self is waiting to shine. Let's uncover it together. Hey, I bet you woke up this morning with a to-do list longer than your right arm. Between packing lunch for the kids, answering emails from work, or wondering if you paid the electric bill, I bet in all that chaos, you forgot to check in with yourself. Sound familiar? Well, here's the thing. You're not alone. So many of us are caught in this cycle of giving everything to everyone else and then wondering why we feel so drained. But what if I told you that finding peace and reconnecting with yourself doesn't have to feel like adding one more thing to your plate? In this episode, we're going to talk about setting boundaries without guilt, listening to your body, and maybe some ideas on how to quiet that inner critic that's always telling you you have to do more. Okay, let's be real for a second. When I said self-care, did you immediately go, who has time for that? And I get it. Between the kids, work, and everything else, where is there time for you? Well, here's the secret. You don't need hours of free time or a spa day, although if either one of those things showed up, I wouldn't turn them down, but you don't need those things to start feeling better. It's all about taking these small intentional shifts. For example, what if you said no to just one thing this week, just one? Maybe it was an extra committee meeting that you really didn't have to be there, or maybe it was saying no to a guilt trip from your mom. Saying no usually doesn't make you selfish. It makes you smart, because saying no is about protecting your energy so that you can show up as your best self for those things that really matter. What about carving out 10 minutes a day for something that brings you joy? And when I said joy, did you immediately go to big, like taking a trip to Hawaii? What I found is that true joy really is in the small things in life. So maybe let me give you some ideas. What about taking 10 minutes to sip a cup of coffee in silence before the chaos of the day begins? Or what about taking 10 minutes to take a walk around the block to clear your head? It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be yours. And it's okay to defend what's yours. I mean, we're only talking about 10 minutes, so it's okay to defend that as yours. Here's your challenge for this week. I want you to practice saying no to one thing, just one, without over apologizing or over explaining. Just say, no, I can't do that right now. No, I can't do that today. No, I can't do that this week. No, I can't do that this month. So no, I can't do that in the time frame. And then see how that feels, because I'm going to guess that's going to feel pretty freeing. And here's the thing, it's not like you're going to feel like you're abandoning your responsibilities, because it's just one thing. And it's one thing that's really low on your to-do list. Now let's talk about something that can be a little bit vulnerable, but it is so, so important. And that's going to be reparenting yourself. So raise your hand if you feel like you're constantly seeking approval, or struggling with self-doubt, or always giving your time to everybody else, putting everybody else first. Yeah, me too. Here's the deal. A lot of us didn't grow up in supportive environments, and some of us didn't grow up in an environment that we thought supported us at all. Maybe you heard things like this one I heard a lot in rural Midwest: suck it up. The other thing that you might have felt a lot was that pressure to be that perfect child. Whatever that was, right? Because we don't know what that was, because it was always more than what we could give. And so instead of being taught how to love and care for ourselves, we were taught all these other things. And we're still, as adults, lugging all that baggage around. But here's the good news. You can actually rewrite that script. Reparenting is about learning how to become that loving, supportive guide. And parenting is that. It's a guide that you maybe didn't have when you were growing up. It's about relearning how to give yourself the kindness, the patience, and the encouragement that you would give to your best friend or to your child. To give that to yourself. Oh, that sounds super scary. So, how do you start? First, tune into your inner voice. Listen to what it's saying to you about your desires, your boundaries, your needs. Maybe it's saying, I'm too tired. I don't want to do that. I need a break. Listen to what your inner voice is saying, because that's your truth. That's your authentic self. And then next, let go of that idea that you have to be perfect. I know that takes a lot of work, but start letting go of the concept that you have to be perfect, because spoiler alert, nobody is perfect. You don't have to have it all together to make you worthy of love or care. It's those things that make us unique, that make us beautifully human. Because think about it. We all, well, in general, we all have legs, 2 arms, 5 digits, a head, a torso. That is not what somebody finds attractive in you. What they find attractive in you is that part of you that is unique and different from everybody else. Maybe it's your laughter. Maybe it's your eyes, your hair color. Maybe it's how you interact with other people, or your joy of living. Whatever it is, it's not the similarities that make us lovable. It's our imperfections, our differences. The last thing that I want to share with you is create small nurturing rituals that feed your mind, your body, and your spirit. And maybe it's the morning stretch, or maybe it's that sipping your coffee in silence before the chaos starts, or the walk around the block, or saying no to something that drains you. Here's your action step for tonight. Before you go to bed, write down one thing that you're proud of accomplishing today. And that does not have to be big. It can be something as simple as being able to tackle the laundry, that pile of laundry that was sitting on the floor, or keeping your calm during a toddler meltdown. Celebrate your win because you actually deserve it. I've got one more secret for you. Life is in the smalls. It's not in the bigs. Okay, until next time, I will catch you on the other side.